News 25 is brought to you by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, a jury returns with a guilty verdict for a DUI driver, and Nye County gets ready to celebrate the 4th. News 25 starts now.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
A 25-year-old mom is found guilty of causing a tragic death. It's Wednesday, July 3rd. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. The Ashley Wynn trial ended last night in the courtroom of Judge Robert Lane. Wynn was taken into custody almost 3 years after the fatal crash here in town.
Do you have anything else you need to hear to your family?
Jurors deliberated for approximately 2 hours 15 minutes Tuesday afternoon from around 3:45 until 6 p.m., deciding on the fate of Wynn, who is now convicted of DUI causing death and DUI causing bodily harm stemming from a crash back on September 24, 2016, caused by Wynn that killed bride-to-be Christine Weir and injured her fiancé, Brian Swanier, who suffered from broken ribs, a broken collarbone, and a collapsed lung.
Case number CR8550 in the District Court of the 5th Judicial District of the State of Nevada in and for the County of Nye. The State of Nevada plaintiff versus Ashley Wynn, the defendant. Verdict. We, the jury in the above title case, find the defendant Ashley Ann Wynn as follows. Count 1, driving under the influence of intoxicating liquor, thereby causing the death of another, guilty.
Shockingly, Wynn had no discernible reaction and remained stone-faced as the guilty verdicts were read in the nearly packed courtroom late Tuesday evening. Both victims' family members who spoke to News 25 after the verdict was handed down could be seen in solidarity, wearing Christine's favorite color, bright orange, each day in court throughout the week-long trial.
We were praying.
I believe, yes, she was guilty. She is guilty.
She is guilty.
And this justice proves it. Facts are facts.
Following the verdict, Wynn's defense attorney, Adam Vanderhayden, asked that she remain free until sentencing because he claims Wynn is not a danger or flight risk. But the prosecutor, Michael Vieta-Cabell, sternly objected to Wynn remaining free, stating that she is a danger to this community, as evidenced by the facts of this case.
As far as the danger to the community from the analysis, I absolutely think that Ms. Wynn constitutes a danger to the community. We can see that in the very facts of this case.
Involving Wynn driving under the influence on numerous occasions, from varied bars to separate destinations during that fateful night prior to the crash. Wynn's attorney waived the 14-day rule, and Judge Robert Lane set sentencing in District Court Department 2 for August 26th at 9 a.m. Finally, Wynn was handcuffed inside the courtroom, escorted out by a bailiff, and taken into custody. Notably, Wynn had remained at liberty for nearly 3 years while she awaited her trial. This is Unette Gentry reporting for News 25.
And the Nye County District Attorney's Office made an announcement today that they are pleased at yesterday's verdict that found Ashley Wynn guilty of DUI causing death and DUI causing substantial bodily harm for that horrible crash that killed Christine Weir and severely injured her fiancé, Brian Swanier, in 2016. DA Chris Arabia commended lead counsel Michael Vieta-Cabell, Chief Deputy Kirk Vitto, Legal Secretary Carla Began, and everyone else on the casework Arabia says he hopes that this case will make people think about drinking and driving. After the verdict, Wynn was remanded to the county jail, where she will remain until her sentencing hearing on August 26th of 2019. Wynn faces a mandatory prison sentence of as much as 16 to 40 years in prison. Well, we spoke to Christine Weir's fiance, Brian Schwanier, and the couple's family members, including Christine's father, right after the verdict was read convicting Ashley Wynn yesterday in court. Brian, once again, was critically injured in that early morning crash in 2016 at the intersection of Honeysuckle and Dandelion Streets.
We're just happy to finally have a resolution to this and some justice.
Just justice for Chrissy and for Brian.
For all of our supporters, all of Christine's different families.
Yeah, and try to move on. You know, it's hard. Nothing's going to bring Chrissy back. And we hope Brian moves on with his life and does what he rightfully owed.
I work a lot. Just try not to think about it as much as I can. It's hard because I always see it and think about it. It was like reliving it all over again.
Thank God. Thank God that we got justice, finally. Not that it can bring Chrissy back, because it can't. We live with that every day, just like Brian, you know. But anxiety and stress, tough day. Mm-hmm. Tough week, tough 3 years.
I've just been happy that we finally got to this point and that it's finally coming to an end.
I'm happy with today's verdict. It proves that justice can be kept.
Served.
And served. I would like to thank everybody from the state that did whatever they could. And the outcome is a good outcome. She will now see justice.
We were praying.
I believe, yes, she was guilty. She is guilty.
She is guilty.
And this justice proves it. Facts are facts. I just hope for the best. Take each day. It won't bring my daughter back.
It won't bring my niece back. But at least it gives us somewhat of a closure, I guess, Jim.
It does give a closure. Hopefully no one will forget this. I hope that it stays with people. I hope that people who drink and drive are watching it and realize that it's not a good idea. One drink or 2 drinks or 100 drinks, it makes no difference. Don't get behind the wheel. You will hurt somebody without intention.
Spending time in the ER was extremely hard because he kept asking, how's Chrissy, where's Chrissy?
And we could not tell him.
They told us, do not tell him, we got to keep him calm.
So I had to lie to my son for about 6 hours.
And then they asked us to tell him after that, after they got all his testing done, they says, now can you please go in and tell him that she is gone, which was, again, very, very hard. So Chrissy was secretly learning how to drive. She didn't drive. That's why Brian had to bring her to work all the time. She didn't have a driver's license.
She was afraid of driving.
She was afraid of driving.
And that's the worst part of it, because that was her fear.
Yeah.
That she'd be in an accident and this would happen.
So her co-worker was actually secretly teaching her how to drive to surprise Brian for their wedding that she could drive. And we're going to get her LPN license and whatnot. So little things like that we remember. She never showed any remorse through the whole thing. She was always seemed happy and giggly up there with her lawyer. And
Even when they
I don't think they've ever said sorry about the whole incident. I don't think I've ever heard anything from that family or her saying sorry to us.
More news right after this break.
News 25 is brought to you by ABB Roofing, proudly serving Pahrump since 1994. At ABB Roofing, we've got you covered.
Welcome back. Well, 2 commercial work vehicles sustained significant impact yesterday during a crash on the highway. A two-vehicle accident occurred yesterday afternoon on Highway 160 across of Blosser Ranch Road. Nevada Highway Patrol, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies, and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene to find two business vehicles, one being a state-served medical box truck which delivers medical supplies and equipment, the other one being a utility truck from P-Town Air, a local heating and air conditioning company. All occupants claimed no injuries at the time of the accident and declined to be transported to local medical facilities. Nevada Highway Patrol is investigating the cause of this crash.
And a local woman was arrested recently at her home shortly after she confronted county commissioners during a board meeting, alleging that hemp is poisoning the groundwater.
Patrol members be advised.
Nye County Sheriff's deputies arrested an individual by the name of Lisa Howard for assault with a deadly weapon and discharging a weapon where persons might be. Deputies say that they were dispatched to Arabian Way here in Pahrump in regards to a weapons offense. Upon arrival, they made contact with an individual named Lisa Howard. According to the report, deputies say that they made contact with Miss Howard multiple times regarding a civil issue involving a mapping administrator for the Nye County Assessor's Office and the surveying being done on the properties owned by her and the owner of an adjacent property. Ms. Howard allegedly told police that she had fired a .22 caliber round into the ground outside of her residence when she saw that there was individuals removing a fence on her land. Police spoke with several individuals who were working on the property who said that they were in the process of removing an old fence according to the paperwork from the surveyor on their property. At that time, they said they noticed Miss Howard yelling at them, and she allegedly had a silver revolver pistol. The individual allegedly told police that they were in fear for their lives and ran towards their vehicles. That's when they heard a gunshot, but they did not see where Miss Howard fired the weapon, as they had their backs to her and were running away. Police say that they found the weapon inside the home on a bookcase covered in a piece of cloth. They also noted that there was one round that appeared to have been fired in the weapon. Miss Howard is the same individual who spoke up recently at the Board of County Commissioners about the hemp farm located on Harris Ranch Road and complaining that the hemp is poisoning the groundwater. Lisa Howard was arrested and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center.
And renovations are happening at the Tonopah Courthouse. This item was discussed at the recent BOCC meeting.
Full action presentation direction to staff regarding future modifications to the Justice Court located in Tonopah, Nevada. Is Judge Clapper here or not? There we go. I know you have to get out of here, so we'll do you now.
When it stays on. Good morning, my name is Jennifer Clapper. I am Justice of the Peace of the Tonopah Township Justice Court, and we are in the beginning stages of a remodel, as you can see on our agenda request. Sure. Sure. It is on, yes. The purpose of our remodel is to increase office storage space and upgrade security in our office. And our office has experienced an increase in staff, as well as the jail reopening. We expect another substantial increase in case filings. We do plan to finance the project primarily through court specialty funds, and we do, with your approval, hope to also be able to put in for the AOC grants, which we've applied for and been successful in the past. Do you have any questions?
What item were you? We're on item number 21, and she's looking for not really approval of any monetary sums right now, but just approval of the project so she doesn't want to move on without knowing we're behind her. Exactly. I think what we need is direction to staff to follow up with her and do whatever is necessary and bring it back to us for, as we go through it.
Can I ask, does this any addition to Sandra Molino's request that she made about an exit door that you needed for your part of your facility?
Mine is in, well, no, actually it has nothing to do with it. They're totally funded
Totally
separate
different.
from my office.
Are you working towards that?
If I had any money, I would. Yeah. I have put in some capital requests,
Okay.
and I'm sure they're being reviewed.
Sorry,
Thank
I
you.
just wasn't sure. Thank you.
No, that's okay.
So I would like to recommend to staff that we move forward on figuring out what this might cost as we move forward and where we might find the funds to finance this particular item. And I carry that as a motion.
Great. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any more discussion, or we opposed? Public comment? All those in favor say aye.
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 All right, we'll have a schedule of the Independence Day celebrations and more right after this break.
News 25 is brought to you by Bill and Robin Law, injury attorneys. Injured, need money? Get Bill and Robin, your local Pahrump injury attorneys.
Well, the Shadow Mountain Quilters extend themselves to give to the less fortunate here in town. We caught up with some members during their 25th anniversary celebration to find out more.
They are menstrual pads for girls in third world countries. It's days for girls, and they're reusable, they're washable. We also make hats and scarves to donate to the Nye Community Coalitions. We donate quilts over there too. We also make quilts that we donate to the chemo center here in Pahrump for chemo patients. We make quilts for Sleep in Heavenly Peace, and we donate quilts there. We donate quilts to the Salvation Army, not to be sold, but only to be given away. We usually just reach out, but they can come and ask, and if we can, we will do it. Last year, I know there was a story in the paper that we made like 125 lap robes for Meals on Wheels. So they came and asked, and we produced them.
And then how is this all paid for?
Out of our pockets. We put in our own money, donated fabrics. Yeah, it's out of SMQ fundraising that we do, that we buy materials and batting and things like that. All volunteers, nobody's paid to do any of this. So we just put our time and effort into it. It's really heartwarming. Yeah, especially my quilt coordinator, Barta. She does it at the cancer center, and some of those patients actually cry. They are so thankful to get the quilts because they're cold in there, and they need the warmth. And it's somebody that cares.
All right, well, if you don't have a pen and paper available, you can find out all this information on our local Pahrump Facebook page. I posted flyers there for all the things that I'm going to be telling you about. The town of Pahrump is having a parade tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. in the Calvada Eye. You have to line up early, and of course that's right off of Highway 160 and Calvada. The town of Pahrump is also having their fireworks spectacular tomorrow night at 9 p.m. in Petrick Park on the 4th of July. The town show by Zambelli Fireworks is accompanying on Ace Country Radio 103.1 FM. The Nugget is also offering Independence Day specials all weekend long. The towns of Amargosa, Round Mountain, Tonopah, and Beatty are all having events. They begin at dusk. Beatty starts their day with a parade lineup at 9 a.m., and the parade is beginning at 10 a.m., followed by fireworks once again at dusk. The Pahrump Fireworks launch site is open until July 6th from 7 p.m. every night until midnight. That's located on Fox Avenue here in Pahrump, just off Gamebird Road and Highway 160. The town is sponsoring 3 days of fun with fireworks and 2 free movies in the park this Independence Day weekend. Following Thursday's fireworks show, Friday, July 5th, the movie in the park will be the 2018 animated feature Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation, starring Adam Sandler
Andy Samberg, and Selena Gomez. The movie is rated PG and runs 1 hour and 37 minutes. On Saturday, July 6th, the 2018 animated adventure comedy Ralph Breaks the Internet, starring John C. Reilly and Sarah Silverman and Gal Gadot, will be shown. That movie is rated PG and runs 1 hour and 52 minutes. Both movies will start at 8:15 p.m. You can come down to Ian Deutsch Memorial Park at 1600 Honeysuckle Street and enjoy that free movie. The community pool is open here in Petrick Park in Pahrump and, of course, in Beatty all day. The Pahrump is currently sponsored by the Pahrump Valley Rotary Club and is free to enter. We will be having the parade wrap-up and the fireworks spectacular show on our Friday newscast because we will be letting our employees take off the Independence Day holiday, and we'll be rerunning our newscast from tonight, tomorrow night. So if you missed anything, tomorrow night, of course, you'll get all this wrap-up again. And once again, more information and breaking news on our local Pahrump Facebook page.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside and see what we got going on. A little bit of wind. We'll find out more for your weekend weather right after this break.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donahue. Today's temperatures. In Las Vegas, we saw a high of 101 degrees and a low of 76. In Death Valley, a high of 111 degrees and a low of 81. 98.67 in Amargosa. 94.63 in Beatty. Goldfield, a high of 85 and a low of 54. Tonopah, 82.51. Carson City at 82.47. Fallon and Fernley, both lows of 51 degrees. Fernley, a high of 85, and Fallon at 86 degrees. Now today in Pahrump, we saw mostly sunny skies. Our high today was 96 degrees with winds coming out of the south-southwest at 10 miles per hour. Our humidity at 9% and our sunrise at 5:30 this morning. Now for tonight, it's currently 98 degrees outside with clear skies. Our low tonight is going to be 68 degrees, 10 mile per hour winds coming out of the south-southeast, 15% humidity, and our sunset at 8:05 p.m. Now looking ahead to our 7-day. For Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we're going to see some nice sunny skies, so that's good news for tomorrow night for our 4th of July celebration. It's going to be nice and clean. On Sunday, we do have some clouds rolling in. We're going to see some partly cloudy skies on Sunday. We're going to clean up a little bit Monday with some mostly sunny skies. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to see those clean, open skies once again. Now for our high temperatures, tomorrow for Thursday, we're going to see a high of 96 degrees. Friday up at 99. Saturday, we're going to hit those triples at 100 degrees. Sunday, we're going to come down just a little bit to 98 degrees. Monday and Tuesday, highs of 95 and 96. Then next Wednesday, we're going to be up again in those triple digits with a high of 101 degrees. Now for overnights, tomorrow for Thursday, we're going to see a low of 69 degrees. On Friday through Sunday, we're going to be in those low 70s, just between 70 and 72 degrees. Monday, we're going to drop down to a low of 67. Then Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to come up just a tad back into those low 70s with lows of 71 on Tuesday and 74 on Wednesday. So now if you can't make it back in time to catch the news live on TV, make sure to check out our Facebook page. You can catch the news live every night at 5, even on the go. So now we're going to throw it back to the desk with Deanna.
Have a safe and sane holiday. We'll see you back here on Friday. Good night.